Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the inspirational Lady Noble 365. I trust and know that you're doing well, loving yourself and those who are around you. Today, I'd like to share some words of inspiration and some words of encouragement. And I was just sitting here pondering on life choices, and I was pondering on, resources and career. Quite often as we grow from young adults, from teenagers into adulthood, and you graduate from school, and if you're applying for college, or just simply even if you're not applying for college, a lot of people, they concentrate and ponder on what they want to do with their lives, and there are some people who are, it's part of their path and their destiny to go in one particular direction with their lives, some go in that direction and some don't. To each his own, and that's wonderful. But I was just pondering on the fact that there are some people who involve themselves in different facets of jobs and careers. I'll use, for example, the medical field. It's always been said, and also some truth, that you can't go wrong, if you take up some kind of trade or get some kind of degree within the medical field, that you will always have employment. If you're going to become a nurse, you can make good money, which is true, It's very fruitful. It's very giving, it's a rewarding career. And I'm just using nursing as an example. There are a lot of different facets when it comes to work choices and different things you want to do with your life, to take care of yourself, and to provide for your family. There's a lot of different careers that you can choose that are very fruitful and beneficial. But I was just pondering on how some people are destined to be in particular areas of the workforce. And then I was also pondering on those who follow, those who are taking up trades or working in a field that they desire. They always had their heart set on it, probably even as a little child, they envisioned themselves working in a particular setting, doing a particular job, and when they became old enough, they pursued that career, which is wonderful. And then I was also pondering on the followers, or the roamers, which is okay, I guess, those who don't have their minds made up. We've all been there in life where it's time to make a decision. We've graduated high school. Maybe it's time to move out of your parents' house. It's just time for you to grow up and get your own, and move forward. And so you're pondering and thinking, what is it that I can take up that will be fruitful and beneficial for me? What is it that I can take up that will pay the bills, that basically will make me financially happy? So we're likely to be driven to what is quick, what is swift, what is fast, because you want to see the dollars, you want to see those dividends, the coinage. And truck driving is another trade, that a lot of people run to. I hear a lot of different stories about it. Very broad topic, but I'm just using these particular careers as examples to get my point across, okay? So I was just thinking about how some people are meant to do certain professions and others simply follow just for the money. And you can tell the difference, if you've ever worked in the medical field, it doesn't matter what department it is. I don't care if you're the housekeeper in a hospital or a nursing home, or the chef or the cook, it doesn't matter. You can tell who is meant to be in that profession and who has placed themselves or asserted themselves in an area of a particular career field that's not for them. It just stands out, who wants to be at the job on a daily and who doesn't want to be there, I have worked among many of great, wonderful nurses, who are not saying you have to be perfect every day, but who are very driven, passionate about their job, no nonsense, but respectfully, you would love to work with them. If you get that call for OT, you would love to go in because, they're very passionate, they're very driven, they know how to communicate, they're effective. Not to say they're a pushover, but they're very effective and effective on the job, so, and then you have the other nurses or the other coworkers who come in on the job and they're grumpy and rumpy and they've been in the field, many a years, and they're always there. But when they're there, their energy is there and it's always unpleasant. And you can just tell who is passionate about their career or who is passionate about life overall. I'm using careers as an example, but In a lot of work settings, you can tell who it was really meant to be there, spiritually speaking, and who just placed themselves there because they want a job. And I get it. We have to take care of ourselves, take care of our families. But it does no one any good for you to show up and just be pure, just miserable and evil. If you're in a profession or you're doing anything as we approach a new year that doesn't make you happy or satisfied, feel free, just to swipe out and never swipe back in. There are a lot of opportunities in life and in the world. And if you're someone who is full of aggression, there's a lot of places you can work for, that probably could use your aggression. Real talk. Maybe you need to be in a boot camp setting. Maybe you need to be training someone. Maybe you need to join the service or something, or you need to be somewhere where you can release that aggressive energy. So I'm just pondering on this topic, and I'm hoping I'm making sense to you, but if not, hello anyway, and receive this message. Do what makes you happy. That's the goal of this video. Do what makes you happy. And as we're approaching a new year, do not spend your life. Life is precious. Some of us believe in time and some of us don't. I only refer to the time or the calendar if I got something to do. Other than that, I don't focus on it. But anywho, spend your time wisely, as we approach this new year. If it's something that's not making you happy and it's involving work, I don't care who you are or what your situation is, trust and know that you can find the job or the career that is for you. If it takes for you to go back to school to do the work that you desire, go for it. Put in the work and do the energy, just apply yourself to go make yourself happy instead of showing up in these different work settings, not just the medical field, anywhere in the world, and just being, a negative Nancy, or a petty Pendergrass, and just being rude and grumpy and rumpy, because as I always say, what you put out returns to you, and whether you believe it or not, you will when you're out, in your daily life and things don't go well. Just sit and ponder on how you have been in your life on a daily. How do you show up when you go to work? Are you grateful when you wake up in the morning? Are you grateful, for your job, for your career? Are you grateful for your home? Are you grateful for life, for your health? Are you grateful for anything that the universe or spirit is providing for you? But let's stop showing up to our jobs or anywhere that you frequent, just with the negative Nancy and the nastiness. We need to work on that. We know the world can't be perfect, and there's always an opposing energy. It just is what it is. It's part of duality here on planet Earth. But as a new year approaches, if you are unhappy in your job, I don't care what your situation is, you can find the job that you want or that you desire. If you're someone who don't like people, because there are a lot of people who apply for jobs that involves a lot of communicating with the public, and they're not exactly polite or people. Their communication skills, they need to work on that, You work on your people skills, Craig. You got to work on your people skills. But we really need, as a people as a whole, need to just, if you're not happy, do whatever it is that's going to make you happy so you can stop showing up to work miserable, angry, frowning at people, growling at people, and just being freaking unhappy. I was about to curse, but I caught myself. But just, yes, it has to stop, because we all have free will and freedom of choice, And so, and it doesn't matter. It can be McDonald's. It could be anywhere, a beauty supply store. You could be, patronizing anywhere. And there's someone who's every day, not just on certain days, just have their lips tooted up like they have a lemon in their mouth. So, yes, use your free will and make yourself happy, release yourself, go somewhere that maybe doesn't require you to communicate or be around too many people, because your people skills, needs to be perfected, and you're not ready to deal with the world in that manner, And another thing I must add before I end this video, you never know who is watching you. You never know. You could be blocking your blessings and favor and opportunities. You never know what person is watching you. You never know who you're patronizing. And you can't go by looks. Don't judge a book by its cover, okay? But you never know what kind of energy. And I'm not saying be nice or be pleasant or cordial because you're looking for something, but this applies to everyone, even me. You never know who is watching you. So be mindful of this. You could be pushing away blessings and favors and opportunities that can change your life that you've been hoping for and praying for. But the person that is watching you has been observing you, and they feel like you're just not ready or you're not interested, because your energy is tainted. You're sad, you're mad, you're rude, So, yes, let's work on our people skills, okay? We're approaching a new year, new energy. Let go of the old stuff, especially people, places, and things that don't make you smile or make you feel grateful. So those are my words of inspiration. I trust that you're doing well, loving yourself and everyone around you. One love.